Oh boy, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to visit Nigeria in May for a special reason. I wonder what that special reason could be and whether it is the real reason. So this People article is coming out and saying that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will highlight Harry's Invictus Games during their trip to Nigeria in May, and that they are heading out and have accepted this invitation to visit the country on behalf of its Chief of Defence Staff, the highest ranking military official confirmed by People. And to me this seems like it could be another one of those Jamaica trips like they had, where they are trying to sell themselves to the highest bidder, make themselves seem really important and get themselves in front of the cameras. And of course we also saw during the Jamaica trip how they were trying to buddy up with those executives from Paramount because their other deals were falling through and things like that. Now, much to a lot of British people's disgust, it is already known that Prince Harry is set to travel back to the UK for an Invictus Games event as well, in celebration of its 10th anniversary, including a service at St Paul's Cathedral in London on the 8th of May, and it is assumed that Meghan Markle will thankfully not join him in the UK for that Invictus Games event, but she will join him in Nigeria, of course, when they head off after the UK event to Nigeria. They will apparently meet service members, which of course the Invictus Games is in support of, and will take part in a variety of cultural activities, and they will be sure to be taking their massive film crew along with them to make sure that they get it all on camera, them doing all of this, of course part of their privacy tour yet again. People magazine is also saying that the visit will highlight the Invictus Games, in particular the fact that they welcomed 500 athletes at last year's event in Germany, with 21 nations in attendance, including Nigeria, and along with Colombia and Israel, they were new entrants to the Invictus Games last year. The Minister of Defence of Nigeria, who attended last year's event in Germany, then expressed willingness to host the Games should Nigeria be granted the opportunity, and this might be why they're going over, as well as, of course, their usual antics. During last year's Invictus Games back in Dusseldorf, Germany, Meghan and Harry did spend time with some of the Nigerian team, and Harry said his wife was supporting them during his opening speech, saying, quote, "Now I'm not saying we play favourites in our home, but since my wife discovered she's of Nigerian descent, it's likely to get a bit more competitive this year." Of course, this is referring to back in 2022 when Meghan Markle revealed on her now failed podcast Archetypes that she'd learned that she was apparently 43% Nigerian following a genealogy test. So yes, I'm going to leave it there, but I think you probably can imagine what I'm thinking. But Harry and Meghan then posed for a photo with the Nigerian team and their national flag, and the squad presented them with a plaque from the Chief of Defence, plus a new nickname for Meghan, apparently receiving the name Amira Ngozi Lolo, which bears a royal meaning. There we go, Meghan Markle playing into the royalty again, even though she wanted to step back from that, of course. She's saying that it is descended from a warrior princess, while it means royal wife as well. So I'm sure she was absolutely thrilled to receive that, especially since we know how she likes using the royal titles and the royal style with her new brand, American Riviera Orchard. She's using that calligraphy, the gold lettering, the royal cipher style in the logo, and of course she is wanting all the benefits of being a royal, but none of the responsibilities. Now, I mentioned as well that Prince Harry is of course attending the UK Invictus event as well soon on the 8th of May. He's coming across for that, joy and bliss, but the Daily Mail is now reporting that no senior members of the royal family are expected to join him for this event. Now, this is the first time that the Duke of Sussex will be in the UK since the Princess of Wales revealed her cancer diagnosis. Of course, he flew over for a brief visit with King Charles before Charles went off to Sandringham when he revealed his cancer diagnosis, but neither the Sussex's office nor Buckingham Palace have confirmed any plans for Harry to meet with either his brother Prince William, sister-in-law Kate, or his father, indeed, King Charles. He will give a reading at St Paul's Cathedral in London to mark the Games' 10th anniversary, but no mention has been made of the attendance of any other senior royal or his wife Meghan Markle or their two children. It is thought that Harry will stay in a hotel during his stay to the UK, as he has done on his previous recent visits, before days later going off to Nigeria, of course. So Prince Harry is not being afforded any sort of royal residences, and he will just stay in a hotel like he should. Now, actor Damian Lewis is also expected to recite the Invictus poem at St Paul's for the anniversary of the Games for injured servicemen and women, and this also comes as the Duke of Sussex is embroiled in a legal row about his taxpayer-funded personal security when he visits Britain. And to me, this is just a matter of common sense. If he's stepped back from being a senior royal, he's moved across to the USA, and he's now officially a resident of the USA as well. You know, he's submitted the forms that says he is now officially usually resident in the US. Why should he be given official security when he visits the UK as he's stepped back from royal duties? Why should he be afforded the benefits of being a senior working royal? But that's just my opinion on this situation. I have made a longer video about that in the past if you want to check that out. Now, as I mentioned before, there are no other senior royals expected to visit Harry or see him, with royal experts saying it's unlikely that Harry will meet with the Princess of Wales as well, who has disclosed her own battle with cancer, as well as his father King Charles. Tom Bower told the Mail Online, "I'm sure he won't see Kate, but to reassert his royalty and his titles to enhance his brand, he will make a huge effort to be seen visiting his father the King. I would be surprised if Meghan came." So Tom Bower is saying here that Harry might try to visit his father because it will look good on camera and it will look good with the news media, and to try and reassert himself as a royal member, and that is the only reason that he'd do that, really. He added that Catherine is undergoing preventative chemotherapy treatment, and given how deep the rift is between them, it seems unlikely that they will meet. The only hope of reconciliation is that it would happen privately and we wouldn't know about it, although of course Prince Harry and Meghan Markle indeed are known for wanting stuff to be on camera and having film crews follow them around, so they would want the good press from that as well, I'm sure. So that about wraps up what I wanted to talk about today. Prince Harry coming over to the UK, of course, for the Invictus Games over here at St Paul's Cathedral, celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Games, and I do think the Games are a net positive. I know Prince Harry launched the Games and hosted the Games before Meghan Markle whisked him away to America back in 2014. They launched, so I think it is a net positive, and it is for war veterans and, you know, servicemen and servicewomen wounded in action as well. It supports them. So overall, I do think it's a good thing, but I don't like how Meghan Markle and Prince Harry now use it to kind of self-inflate themselves and try and get public mood about them, focused away from the veterans and towards them and, you know, for their own personal gain. So that's my gripe with them, but I think overall the Games are good. So I just wanted to run through this, and of course their Nigeria trip as well, they'll try and use that for their own benefit and not really care about whether the Games are hosted there or not. But anything for the good publicity, I suppose. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd be very interested to hear what you think about this Nigeria trip. And if you're British, are you absolutely thrilled to see Prince Harry returning to the UK? And if you're American, let me know what you think as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and wherever you are in the world, let me know in the comments down below. As always, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Join the members club as well for exclusive perks. But as always, thank you very much for watching.